Yo, so your boy was lucky enough to get a build of an upcoming roguelike beat 'em up called Mexican Ninja. And yes, I know, another roguelike beat 'em up, and I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. If there are another 40 roguelike beat 'em ups, I am here for it. I tell you why, because we don't get beat 'em ups in general, so beggars can't be choosers. Anyway, Mexican Ninja, a frantic, fast-paced beat 'em up roguelike full of crass, brass, and incredibly badass. Become the Mexican Ninja as you slice your way through streets of Nuevo Tokyo in this retro 2.5D arcade throwback. That is what the Steam synopsis says. That is basically the breakdown. This is a 2.5D roguelike beat 'em up. Now, visually, this game looks clean. In the trailer, it actually doesn't do the game visually justice, because actually playing it in the flesh, the game looks very clean. Do you know what this game reminds me of? It reminds me of a Netflix series, a kids Netflix series, but it's not for kids, it's for adults, because he is slicing man up and blood is splattering everywhere. But it has that type of art style. It could be a series on Netflix. Art style is clean. When you play it in the flesh, it looks so much better than the trailers. The environment to the character, it just looks clean. I think clean is the best word used to describe what Mexican Ninja looks like visually. We're moving on though. We're gonna talk about gameplay, because we're here for the gameplay. I am the guy for the gameplay. Now, when they said frantic in the Steam synopsis of the game, it really is frantic. There is quite a lot going on. The game is quite fast-paced, and it has a lot of things being thrown at you. The enemies are quite aggressive in this. I ain't gonna lie to you, my first few hours playing this game, I actually struggled. I couldn't really get the grasp of it straight away. It actually is quite a challenging roguelike, and it's probably the most challenging roguelike I've played throughout the last few roguelikes that I've played. It really is a gamer test, this one. I can't lie. I'm not saying it's the most hardest game on the planet, but it did throw me for a loop at first. Like, oh, Face, what you doing? You're absolutely getting battered. Core gameplay wise, there is a problem with this. I feel that this game lacks player creativity. Now, what do I mean by that? Auto combo and the way things string together, like the specials and the dash, feels very basic. And this game doesn't feature any juggling control, any control over the combos and combat you do to defeat your enemies. There are juggles in the game, but it has that turtles, enemies bounce around the screen and fly about uncontrollably, and I can't lie, I didn't really like that. I understand that it does suit its franticness, but I did feel that it really needed a bit more control within its combat. Another part of its combat that I wasn't really too fond of is its animations. This game's animations quite odd. If you look at this air combo that the Mexican Ninja's doing right now, it looks really bland. It looks like he's dancing in the air. If you look at the auto combo as well, it's just a literal two swing. I don't feel like a Mexican Ninja. I just feel like a sword guy. It just doesn't have that stylish action, where I really think this game could benefit from some stylish action. You have the character, you have the 2.5D look. I think that it could really benefit from a lot more combat control and better animations. There's another thing that I was a bit taken aback by, was the impact of the hits. It doesn't feel like he's cutting anything. I feel hitting objects on the stage feel better than hitting the enemies. Enemies feel like paper. I'm just literally cutting through paper. It needs to give me a bit more feedback in the hits, more of a impactful feel for when I'm actually attacking my enemies. For example, You get different special attacks in this game. It's a roguelike, so you're gonna gain different abilities and special attacks. Using them just makes the enemy fly away. They don't actually feel very special. It feels like it does the same impact as your heavy attack, which you unlock. By the way, it's not actually given to you at the start of the game. You have to actually unlock your heavy attack. Those two don't have the impact that I feel that this game should have. Now, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is fun. It's fun as hell. They're throwing enemies after you consistently. This game features branching paths as well, so you can end up finding yourself in a back alley with 3 or 4 big dudes running at you, trying to bounce you with man's belly. It is frantic. There's a lot going on and it's very fun, but I feel that they're lacking a little bit of the quality. Just a little bit of quality within the game's combat can take it to the next level. So if it were me, I would definitely do away with that air combo, because the air combo doesn't even make any sense anyway, because you don't have any juggle control. The enemies bounce around the screen frantically when you hit them with a heavy attack or anything like that. The air combo for me felt a bit useless. If you were to implement it into the game, I feel we need a lot more juggle control within its combat. I don't want to see the big guy get hit with a heavy attack and fly all the way across the screen. I want to control the juggle so I can actually use the air combo. It definitely has a lot of potential. It definitely can build into something really good. The basis of this game is there. I've only actually beaten the demo twice. That's good for a roguelike, in my opinion, because you want to go and do runs over and over again and get stronger and be able to pass the levels easier and gain access to the latter of the game more frequently. It definitely has its good side, its perks, but I just feel that it needs more to get over that I'm just a good game level and become I'm a really good game. And I feel that lies within its animation, its move sets in a way. Like air combo and auto combo could have a better, more flashy animation. He is a Mexican ninja, and its combat control could be a lot better, and that would take this game to not just I'm a fun game to play, but I'm a really fun, really good game to play. It's an early build, so there are probably going to be a lot more better enemy types as well. There was just a big guy that came out of nowhere that bounced you with his belly. There's another guy that holds his leg up and does a super kick at you. Yeah. And there's another Don who runs up to you frantically, trying to punch you up really quickly. There wasn't many enemy types in this build, but I can see that there probably will be in the full game. So I'm not too worried about that. Now, this game is kind of a comedy game. There is a lot of Mexican comedy in it. The voice acting in it in the cutscenes are absolutely brilliant as well. I really liked that. Just to touch on the level design, I know I'm going all over the place. Some of the camera angles are a bit weird. They are really using the whole 2.5D thing. They're not just gonna give you a side-scrolling just move right. They want you to move up and down. They want you to explore the maps. But sometimes when you come to the encounters of enemies, the angles can be a bit odd, maybe a bit too zoomed out, or maybe a bit too zoomed in. Something that I reckon that the devs will refine anyway. Also, touching on the music, there wasn't really much music in the build. It was just one monotonous the whole game. But I suppose the devs are definitely going to change that and add more music to the game to give it more of a feel. Just to conclude, this game is good, but it can be so much better. This game is definitely worth your eye. Hopefully the devs implement some ideas to take the game from just being good to being really good. Anyway, my name is Face. That was my quick review of Mexican Ninja, the first demo build, and I'm signing out. Peace.